Welcome again to another episode with another event from Conquerors Blade. So in this new PvE event, you will get to play with a friend. But today I'm here to tell you some tips and tricks to make it a little easier for you. Starting with, if you have tier 5 troops, always go with the elite version of this event. So after you enter, you get to choose from 3 boxes, which you need to understand very well. The first one on the left boosts both your HP as a hero and your unit. However, if the unit dies, your hero will keep his buff. Now the second box. Well, this buff is only for ranged troops. Hence, it increases the damage and the ammo. I saw some of you taking it thinking it will boost his unit damage, and that's not true. Even if it is true, you just wasted the other half of the buff, which is related to the ammo. So, unless you're playing a ranged unit, I highly suggest to avoid this one. The last one on the right just gives you 270 flat leadership. So, now after you got your buffs, let's roll out. Any melee unit in this event is actually weak, except the commanders, of course. However, the main source of the enemy damage are the ranged, so always try to dive them whenever you have the chance. Those muskets and longbow really hurt. Then comes the hidden treasures. There is a quest that actually requires you to open 10 of those. So I will try to discover them all and put their locations in a separate video. But in case you didn't know anything about them, this one is pretty obvious. So just beside this supply, you will find a broken fence. Just try to jump over it and go straight forward, and you will find 2 heroes. Kill them and the treasure will show. And the first to open it shall have 35 leadership. So yeah, its reward is not that great. However, I would do it for the sake of the quest that gives 30 green scrolls. And yeah, you need to do it in 1v1, so I highly suggest that you pick a good weapon for your hero, because your unit will not be able to accompany you. Just a quick friendly tip, in this part of the map you can simply deploy longbows and use them to quickly eradicate all these muskets standing on the walls. Actually, the other walls as well, like you have 3 sets of muskets on this square point, and you have another set beside the bridge, like on the wall beside the bridge. Starting from this point in the map, careful, you will get ambushed from behind you from this bridge as soon as you pass the second door. And there will be catapults and ranged troops waiting for you. So just a little tip, aggro the door and just fight them before going in. As you can see here, I didn't do that, and since this was my first time, I just went with the flow and got stuck with my maidens and eventually lost them in the process. When you are done here, the second most important decision is to clear the other point before heading toward the camp. This will give you extra buff, extra time, and will help you clear both the 4 sets of ranged muskets on both sides before fighting the boss. Because as I mentioned earlier, the ranged troops are the true main source of damage in this event. Of course, the houndsmen and the Shinji are a great option here, and you can literally kill the commander from a safe distance, or dive the ranged troops right behind the commander using Hashashins. Just keep in mind that you will be frequently flanked from both sides, but the flankers will be weak melee troops that you can easily deal with if you have any tier 5 ranged unit. Before I leave, the giveaway is almost over, so expect the winners soon. I'll email the winners, of course, so stay tuned. And that's it. I hope I did add to your knowledge, and see you soon in the battlefield, Warlord.